Hi friends, it's Kendra. I'm here with another video. This build is called Terra. If you're new here, hello new friend. I'm glad you're here, but some fair warnings. I ramble and I've decided to stop trying to not ramble because it's just my natural state. So if you're not here for rambling and random stories and whatever, go ahead and mute me. It's here for whatever you want to do. There's also timestamps down in the description. So if you don't want to watch me roofing or trying to figure out how to do something in the build, just go ahead and skip forward to whatever it is that you care about. So with that, let's move on to this build. So this build, I asked on Instagram the other day, because I've been doing those kind of Northwest houses, and then I've also been doing, kind of my original, what I started with, the kind of more suburban, like clean, classic, cute little Suburbans, especially base game and starters. So I asked the other day what people want to see, because they're totally different. So like, what'd you come follow me for? And I got pretty much a 100% split response. So I was like, what the hell do I do with that? So I decided to build this one. I was going for kind of a Northwest Suburban. It only uses the pack get together, so base game and get together. I think it ended up more I think the people who like Northwests are probably going to like this build more than the people that like Suburbans, but I tried. And my next video, I promise it's just going to be a normal, kind of my old style. So I think I'm going to try to do both kinds. Really, let's be honest, I'm just going to build whatever comes to mind that day, but I'll try. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Does this make everyone happy? Probably no one will ever be everyone will happy, but I'll try. Anyway, so this build, I called it Terra, and I wanted to do just like a little bit of terraforming. See, terraforming? I didn't think about that till now, but whatever, sorry. But I didn't want to I wanted to do it on a smaller lot and kind of make it so it could fit in a neighborhood, I guess. I was originally going for kind of a split level sort of thing, but as the build progressed, I decided that wasn't gonna be how it was going. I also, hilariously enough, started this build intending to make it a smaller house. This house ended up humongous. I mean huge. It's 6 bedrooms and like 4 bathrooms, I think. And it is on 3 stories, and basically it's got like 4 living rooms. I don't know. It's huge. So that didn't work out, but it's still suburban, I promise. At least it's not a house that you can only see on like a $3 million piece of land. So I guess that's a change. Anyway, so I'm really pleased with how this build turned out, and as I was building, I realized it reminded me of the real life house of someone I know. So if you're that person, hello, I love you. Or maybe you won't know that it was kind of loosely inspired by your house, but I thought it was funny. I realized like halfway through that that's why it felt so familiar to me. Yeah, so I don't know. That was a fun realization for me anyway. But yeah, anyway, so back to this house. I think it turned out really well, actually. I like that even though it's on a small lot, I feel like it's still kind of private. Like the way that the landscaping ended up going, there's kind of like a back deck off of both the low and middle floors, and that makes it so that it's still, like on the bottom deck, you're pretty protected. So there's like raised terrain around it, and it kind of makes it feel like, you're still, like, even though there's this whole sidewalk there, it still feels like there's no one around. So I thought that was kind of nice. But I think this house still would fit in a random neighborhood or whatever. I can see it. So anyway, yeah, what are we doing? Oh, I really wanted to try to figure out how to do this kind of tiered situation with the steps and everything, but I didn't want to do all the landscaping, like the terraforming with it, to do it, because sometimes it fights you, and if it's a different height or whatever than it thinks it should be for the stairs, it won't do them, and it's so annoying. So I like that random turn in the stairs that kind of substitutes for it. I was proud of myself for coming up with that. And I also knew I wanted to do levels, but I didn't want to use the rocks because they're just kind of super rustic. So I used these little rock walls, and I think they turned out really, really cute. There was definitely a little bit of a learning curve with them, but it was worth it. Let me know what you guys think of these rocks. I think they're nice, and I can totally see them in like a normal little neighborhood. So yeah. Anyway, I have no idea what I was talking about. In this video, I cut out like these rocks and the terrain and everything because I've never done this before, and so I was trying to figure out how to do it. So there's a couple parts that I cut out because I would like make the rocks go where I thought they needed to go, and then I decided that like I didn't like the way that the terrain was, or I tried to fill it in or whatever, and then I moved the rocks, and then I had to do the rocks again, and I just cut those out because I didn't want to watch it again, and I was the one who did it, and I figured you did not want to watch it again either. But it was a pain, but it was totally worth it. I think it looks not natural, but it looks, like it kind of makes the levels make a little bit more sense, like you might see out and about in the real world. So yeah, I also discovered the other day that there is a curved wall in base game. It's not like as curved as this one is. It's like a much more gradual turn, and it's a lot bigger, but I think I might try it sometime soon on a base game house. So I don't know, let me know what you think about that. I'm curious. Yeah, so this house, it was huge, guys, and I think I probably would have had the give a shit, I don't know, the gas to furnish it, but if it was a smaller house, like I was prepared for like a 3-bedroom furnishing. It's kind of what I thought it was going to be, but it ended up so big, I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. The person who I modeled this house after is going to be annoyed at me, actually. They prefer when I do furnished houses. So anyway, what I'm doing right here is making the roof be in different pieces, because I hate when you're playing and the roof kind of shows through in your build area like that, like in the middle above your play area. I wish the game didn't do that, but it does. So this is how I fix it, by making it kind of in a bunch of different pieces. If you're new to roofing, the biggest thing I can tell you is that if you feel like you're failing at roofing, you're totally not. It's really hard in the game. And also, when you look at roofs and it seems like it's simple for everyone else, they're probably doing their roof in like 100 different pieces. And it probably took them forever too, just like it would take you. So don't be discouraged. It's honestly a lot. It's a lot. Like even just the roofs over like an overhang are 3 or 4 pieces just to get everything right. So it can be hard. You're not alone. We hear you. I'm also here to help people with roofing. I think I've kind of gotten used to it, and I sort of like it now. So let me know if you want that, I guess. Here I'm kind of trying to figure out the backyard. I wanted to make it look like a water feature someone would have added. Not like it was there originally, but like, they decided they wanted a koi pond or something. Which we had a koi pond growing up. It had like turtles in it. It was really fun. So I kind of wanted to give it that sort of thing. Not like it was a naturally occurring little pond, but like they added it because they wanted to make their backyard just a little bit more cozy, nice. I don't know, whatever. I think you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I think that this house turned out really well, and I feel like even though it's huge, it still feels kind of cozy. And I also like that even though I think it's like kind of suburban and it's on the smaller lot, I think it feels, nice. It feels nice, and it feels like kind of private and just sort of sweet. So let me know what you think, and let me know what else you guys would like to see. I think I'm actually going to start streaming on Twitch. I tried to do one today. It was kind of rough. I'm not going to lie to you. there were some learning curves, and I hope I'm going to be better next time. I couldn't figure out how to tell if people were watching, and I tried to post on Instagram like, hey, I'm going to go live, come talk to me or whatever. But my phone is mostly broken, and especially the Instagram app. And so my story never posted. After like I finished streaming, talking to myself for an hour and a half, I went back to Instagram and it said like, oh, this failed to post. And I was like, dang it. Anyway, so let me know if you'd be interested in watching that. I'm kind of like a daughter of chaos, but I could try to make a normal schedule and stick to it so that you guys could plan or figure out, what you want to do. I know a lot of the streamers that I watch are pretty like consistent, and that's nice because I can be like, oh, it's 10 on a weekday, or whatever it is. So yeah. Oh, probably, maybe, I don't know. One of the last things about this build is that normally I use that kind of gravel terrain paint for things like driveways and whatever, but I wanted to use this flagstone this time because the flagstone is such a northwesty thing to me. Like my parents' house it's not actually flagstone. I think it's slate. I don't know what it is. It's flat rocks cut in like puzzle pieces like that. I remember when we were little, my dad for like weeks was taking like a rock saw and cutting these things to fit puzzle pieces. And then he was setting them in our front entry thing in like this concrete or whatever, cement. And I love that entryway. It just is like reminds me of home and whatever. Like it's so cozy to me. So that's why I did that flagstone for this build. I normally don't use it because I feel like a lot of the pattern ones look sort of repetitive to your eye. That's one of the reasons that I don't use the kind of curved little cobblestone looking one, because it just has the same curve and it doesn't go in circles and it drives me crazy. It goes in like semicircles, whatever. Anyway, but I liked it for this build. I thought it turned out well. So anyway, I think that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching me and supporting me. You guys make this all worth it. So go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I think that's about it. Yeah, okay. Have a great day. Happy simming. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.